Gauranga, 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 Good morning. Thanks for coming. Lord. Jesus, Paul. Let's see. Jesus, Paul, Advaita, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Jesus, Paul, Advaita, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Jesus, Paul, Advaita, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. It's getting juicy, isn't it? Boy, Lalita's really getting it. She's getting it. Watch out, Ramai. You're in trouble now. Jesus, Paul, Prabhupada. Jesus, Paul, Prabhupada. We got to get him to come to Lalita. I mean, to Maria, right? Get Prabhupada over there. Jesus, Paul, Prabhupada, Advaita, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Jesus, Paul, Prabhupada, Advaita, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Advaita, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Nagadadhar Sri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jesus, Paul, Srila Prabhupada. Jesus, Paul, Srila Prabhupada. Jesus, Paul, Srila Prabhupada. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Nityananda Gauranga Sri Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga. Nityananda, 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 Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora. Nityananda, Nityananda. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Nityananda, 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 Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gora Chandra. Guru Nanak. Guru Nanak, Guru Nanak, Guru Nanak, knock knock, 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 knock knock knock, Guru Nanak, Guru Nanak, knock knock, Guru Nanak, knock. Are you home? Are you home, Guru Nanak? Nityananda, Nityananda, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Nityananda, 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 Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra. Sri Krishna Jai. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh my Lord, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh my Lord, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh my Lord, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, oh my Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. This is I'm going to read this again a little bit here. Let's see. Text. This is chapter 4 of Adi Leela. Text 15 and 16. The Lord's desire to appear was born from two reasons. The Lord wanted to taste the sweet essence. The Lord wanted to taste the sweet essence of the mellows of love of God. This is what people don't know. See, the Lord wanted to taste the sweet essence of love of Krishna. See, He wanted to do that, and so people they don't know what that's like. Then they won't until they come here because this is the only place I've seen. Nobody, you notice, Lalita, nobody seems to be able to prove that they actually are what they are except here. And we ain't anything special. Isn't that amazing there, River, huh? We're not, no, we're the nothing special, but yet the most specialness is coming here. The Lord has given us that ability to taste the sweet essence. We can do like Him. Can you imagine that? No, you can't. Even Ramai Brijavasi can't imagine this, and he's a guru. Isn't that amazing? I find that quite awesome. Yamuna, oh, Yamuna's back. All right, here you go. Yeah. Yeah, even he can't understand this. They can't understand what we're doing here. Oh, it's pretty simple. We're just tasting the sweet essence of love of Krishna. Yeah, yeah. If you need to say anything, Tom, write it down right now. Okay, just in case. Yeah, the sweet essence of love of Krishna, and that's what it's all about. And so anyway, you have to have this gift, and see, everybody's trying to get it by austerities, everything that the Lord said you couldn't get it. See, they're trying to understand Rupa Goswami. This is the I'll tell you what the problem is. This has been needs to be spelled out. See, when you can name the obstacle, or you can say the demon obstacle, when you can name it, we get rid of it. The problem is nobody could identify it clearly. This was happening with God, with Bhakti Siddhanta and Prabhupada and his God brothers. It's the same thing right now. It's a repeat. See? It couldn't clarify the obstacle to the point where the God brothers could actually get over it fully. Some of them sort of did to an extent. But I'm going to help my God brothers now if they want. It doesn't matter. Whether you ask for it or not, you're still going to get it. Yeah. So it's people are trying to understand. And this is, see, like this Ramai Vrijavasi is a good example. He's got the association of somewhat of Prabhupada's teachings. I don't know, maybe he's initiated. I don't know who he's initiated by. Maybe Prabhupada. I don't know. But oh no, Tamal Krishna. See, so anyway, he's trying to figure it out with the association of mixing association with Prabhupada, Tamal Krishna, Narayan Raj, and the God Brothers. Like Sridhar Maharaj. He's trying to figure it out by mixing that all together. See, I figured it out by not mixing it out. See, and the proof that this is the one that works is in the pudding. The pudding is we're tasting what the Lord was tasting. He's given us that ability, just like Lolita was talking about this morning. She can taste the sweet essence of these different rasas. Oh, I was like, wow, man, that's amazing. That's summum bonum stuff, you know, and that's what it's all about. Taste the sweet essence of all these rasas. Yeah, yeah, and yeah. So, the idea is the people are trying to understand all of this by mixing in all these different various levels of consciousness, but you can't. You only can understand through the real parampara purely. See, that's why I say you have to be sent, because none of these gurus have proved it. Narayan Raj didn't prove it to me. Didn't prove it. Um, Ramai Vrijavasi isn't proving it. Um, I mean, these people are, they're good people. They're good, good, good. Don't get me wrong. They're good people. Good, I can't say devotees because my Lord has a very high standard. They're in the process. They're doing devotional service and practice. They're neophyte gurus, all of them, every single one of them. Oh, Gohar, you are so outrageous. Who gives you that authority? Well, the truth, tasting these rasas. Hey, man, if it look like Lydia, accept her, she just says, well, come on, show us that you're tasting these mellows. And they silent ducks, no quacking, completely silent. The bills are, because they don't want see because people don't know what it is, and I'll tell you there, you have to be instructed by the spiritual master of the universe, who is Lord Caitanya, and that comes through his real associate now. And everybody's trying to jump over that, including Narayan Raj, okay? Including Ramai Basi. You know why? You know how I know? Aside from the essence of being able to taste these mellows of bhakti, is they jump right over to Rupa Goswami, and therefore they miss the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, and they preach always this thing. They want to preach the highest thing without being instructed by Lord Chaitanya and that mercy. See, I didn't ever run over that mercy. That mercy is how a guy with a t-shirt can speak like this and make devotees like this. Because I didn't jump over the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. I promote that. Just like the devotees 550 years promoted that. And that was why there was love of God back then, and why there is love of God now only in this Sangha. You notice? Oh, Gohari, you've got to say you're the only way. Well, show us stuff different, and you won't. You can't. I dare you. Triple dare you. Quadruple dare you. Centuplix dare you. But they can't. You can't. Sorry, man. It's just too real here, man. Too honest. No fluff. Yeah, no feigned humility here. What is this humility? You know what humility, Ramai, Vrijavasi would be? Is you come here and just say, hey, man, I'm outdone, outshined. Now we're talking humility. Hey, Radhanath, you know what real humility is? You come here and say, you're outshined, man. You're outdone. You met your master, see, who is empowered by your Lord. See? Now that's humility, right? That's what the Lord Chaitanya was looking for in Devananda Pandit. See, we're naming that obstacle and getting it out of the way, right? What was that? Didn't we read that yesterday? Yeah, the incidental duty is to kill the demons, right? That's a demon, man. That's keeping you from Vrindavan, Ram Das Vrijavasi, and all of you, God brothers of mine. I'm here to get you over that once and for all. Prabhupada made an attempt, to break through that resistance of foolishness, of thinking the God brothers were more empowered than him. They were riding on his energy. Everybody does. Even here, people have to ride on this energy here, because they can't imitate it. They have to they call it usurp it, kind of draw it out. Kind of like a vampire, the energy vampires. You ever seen those people in your life? They suck the energy. They need to, because you can't be a guru or like this unless you're tapped into the real source and the real parampara and the real Lord Chaitanya Nityananda. You can't be this authoritative where you confront everything that's an illusion all the way up into that's keeping the false ego intact. All these illusions? No, you can't. You have to be truly, genuinely empowered. And you have to prove it to the world. You have to show people that you get them through, man. Yes, it is correct. You know what it is? This is what this is the standard here, man. We set it here for future generations. Yes, it is correct. Very simple. I think even an imbecile can understand this simple sentence when you hear the vibration. You need to hear these words spoken in truth, not in speculations like they do. Yes, it is correct. Those who awaken devotion to Krishna are certainly the spiritual master. That's what we want to see. Where's the devotion to Krishna? Where is it in Ranga Leka, that Raga Leka? Where is it in Ramaidas? See, if he really had it, okay, he said, well, I'm sorry, we don't. The same thing with the Narayan Maharaj. Well, we don't show it. Okay, but you do show it. You show your lack of it when I see those conclusions. I see how you jump over into Rupa Goswami and your speculations on them because you've jumped over Chaitanya Lila. And I'm here to set things straight. You don't go past Lord Chaitanya right into Rupa Goswami. That's what Narayan Raj did. That's why there's no ecstatic devotion in Sangha. But you know why? Because Lord Chaitanya isn't pleased. That means Radha and Krishna are not really pleased. They must be really pleased here because my God, is it awakening here and there and everywhere? Anybody coming here getting spiritually advanced spontaneously. Yeah, and the living force of Lord Chaitanya was love of Krishna, Radha's love for Krishna. So everybody's speculating until you get the real mercy of Lord Chaitanya, which comes through the real line now. No, directly even. Otherwise, more speculations. You notice speculation. So it's really good. I'm glad that Rama is such a, what do you call it, kind of a, he's not a mean guy, right? Not yet. We might get some meanness out of him. I'm here to squeeze like a toothpaste. You got most of it out, right? But there's a little bit more. You got to roll it up, really tightly and get every little bit out. We might get something out of there. Let's see. You see, not the only one who genuinely shows the ecstasy is a sahaja, the one who lies and speculates. Really? I mean, if you say you're in this line, like here now, everything is, it's expected. This line is so deep. This line is it's the greatest revelation that's ever been on this planet is Lord Chaitanya and what he taught. So it's expected they're going to people trying to figure it out and speculate on it, and that's what they do. And I'm just doing my thing. They're doing their thing. I'm doing my thing. And from this, everything evolves into a deeper understanding so that we all can know God better. Isn't it what it's about? I mean, do we want to, is it about being bigger, more, or greater than somebody else? Or is it better? Is it just understanding the Lord? I mean, that's what I'm here for. I just love knowing God more and more intimately. It's fabulous. It's wonderful. And tasting this intimacy. Yeah. Being part of that that mindset of Lord Chaitanya, what he came here to do is to taste this bhakti. And yeah, and so anyway, that's basically it. Bigger, better, yeah, okay. All right, so anyway, let's see what else we got here. So the Lord wanted to taste the sweet essence of the mellows of love of God. And he wanted to propagate devotional service in the world on a platform of spontaneous attraction. Thus, he is known as supremely jubilant and as most merciful of all. So, like one misconception is like they say, well, you see, Lord Chaitanya, like according to, see, always according to Rupa Goswami, but not Krishna Das Kaviraj. See, no, according to Rupa Goswami, I'm going to speculate on why Lord Chaitanya came here, and they think, oh yeah, well, the Lord came here to taste Radha's love for Krishna, and then distribute Radha's love, the conjugal, to everybody. See, that's as deep as the best they can do, and they think, wow, I really got it. No, you ain't got it enough, my friend. Not everybody is a gopi. What kind of Vrindavan? Well, there's nothing but gopis around here, man. Oh, there's only gopis. Yeah, let's just have these gopis here in Krishna, and that's it in Vrindavan, right? That's what they speculate. The Lord came to taste the sweet essence of all these rasas. And what do we got here? We got, like Lalita says, yeah, I can relate to that, man. Sometimes I go into this Ras and taste it. See, taste the sweet essence. Yeah, and the Lord did that. And how did he do that? He did it with different devotees. Come on, man. They want to skip over Chaitanya Leela and think they know all about the Lord's full desire. He came here to awaken different devotees, and they saw him in terms of their relationship. Govinda saw Lord Chaitanya. He's his greatest master, that intimate master that he here to serve. Come on, wake up, man. If he came here just to give the conjugal, why is Govinda there? Why is Nityananda there? Who's a friend of Krishna? He's not a conjugal. Well, on some level, yes, but basically he came as a friend of Krishna, a servant of Krishna, friend and servant. He wanted to taste that ras of being a friend and servant. He didn't want to come and taste the kanji. He didn't come for that. He came here to serve Lord Chaitanya's desire in this pastime. How about Abhiram? He was a cowherd boy. Yeah? Came with a whip people with prema. What is this stuff that the Lord only came and everybody's a gopi? Come on, man. Wake up. You know how I know? Guys, because I'm actually a teacher here of that. And I see that happening in our own Sangha here. I see this person is like this and this person is becoming like that. And you know yourself, your relationship with Krishna comes and you gravitate towards that. Yeah, maybe there'll be a lot of gopis here. And also, probably have a friendship ras or a servant ras. And they're very happy in their ras. Why would they, why wouldn't you be happy in your eternal position? You can't get a servant of Krishna who's very happy with that to be conjugal. It's like, God, that ain't me. We want to be ourselves, right? Why would you want to be what you're not? They only do that in the material world. See, everybody's speculating. You need the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. That comes through those preaching Chaitanya Leela by personal experience, because they taste the rasas like the Lord and his devotees did 550 years ago. And if the Lord gives the order, which he has in 1996 through Prabhupada and Krishna, hey man, reveal it now. And they can, it's, yeah, you can jump up and down, and you can try to be on top, but you're not on top, man. We all, our sangha is strong enough. We see what's really pure and what's not. We see what is of the standard of Lord Chaitanya and what isn't. You can fool your little neophyte disciples. You can fool yourself, but you can't fool many of the devotees here and the Lord. See? So we're like pillars here now. Yeah. All their speculations, all of them, all up into the Narayan. This trumps it all, man. Here, this is the trump of spiritual life here. This is meant to be the trump it all. See? Above it all. The teachings of Lord Chaitanya are above everything. Yeah. And you got to hear those through the oracle, see? Through the mouth. And you got to get purified. This is what they resist. They don't want the purification. They want to stay as they are. They want to stay impure in heart. and then speculate on the Bhagavatam. Didn't it say in the book, this Bhagavatam is only understandable by those pure in heart. Therefore, you need the mercy of Lord Caitanya, and that mercy is here, purifying our hearts so that we can speak the real Bhagavatam and blast away like dynamite the illusion. Speculation. Before the advent of Lord Caitanya, they cleared away the speculation. Advaita and his devotees would sit around and do what? Exactly what you see here. You're seeing exactly what Advaita was doing. They decried mental speculation as an obstacle, just like Gaurharidas does now. I don't like speculation. My Lord doesn't like it. And you guys out there as gurus and sannyasis are not up to standard. You're speculators. See? We're here to teach not only Bhagavad Gita as it is, Prabhupada did that, right? We're here to teach Chaitanya Charitamrita and Srimad Bhagavatam as it is. See? Not as it isn't. That's why there's no love of God. Proof, if you want to install somebody as guru or as an acharya, let it be somebody who awakens pure love of Krishna, and distributes the real mercy of Lord Caitanya to awaken people, regardless of their qualification of being a saint or a sinner. You give me any saint in this world or any sinner in this world who hears this message and takes it to heart, and we'll make them the saint of all saints here. You see how that's working. Amy comes or Fanny comes, and they become better than the best gurus in ISKCON or Gaudiya Math or Gaudiya Samiti, simply because they're in the right place where the Lord is really working very powerfully, very purely, very conclusively. Yeah, conclusive is important, isn't it? You see how important it is? Why it's related? It's Sat Chit and Ananda. Okay? First, you hear the Chit from a real guru, then you're going to get the Ananda. You notice that? The Word of God, born of the Word. See, I like to make Lalita smile. See? She's got Radha's heart. Impress that heart, man. She smiles. It's like pushing a button. Ever seen those squeeze dolls? You squeeze them and they got to know how to squeeze them, River's like that too. You squeeze her right and see, born of the Word. See, Sat. See, by an eternal form, you got to hear from the Son, man. The Son is a person made flesh. Yeah, there's Son. Yeah. You got to face the Son. You face here. That's why Jesus said, I'm the way. See, the way, the devotee is the way. You face them, you're facing the way. You're facing the right direction. Everywhere else is the wrong direction. Isn't that funny, man? No wonder Jesus said that. That's the bona fide guru. You got to get one of those in some lifetime where you face that direction. All of a sudden, you're facing your salvation and more. Yeah, you see why Jesus said these things? Because you face them, you're going to face a mouth too, That mouth's going to speak to you. It's going to impregnate you. Impregnate you with the truth, the chit, knowledge. See, transcendental. From their mouth, transcendental knowledge emanates. But no, they speak transcendental knowledge. See, and then you get the awakening. See, by regular classes in Srimad Bhagavatam. See, the chit, transcendental knowledge from an experienced devotee who has, they're at the other end. That love of God is awakened and matured, right? Ooh, that's ideal. Ooh, people got the ideal situation here. Even the gurus, we're here to teach the teachers. Oh, and if you don't want to be taught, we'll steal some of your disciples. Is that okay? You mind? Just one or two. It's all we need. And then we'll get you later. Ooh, Gohar, he's so audacious, isn't he? Can't believe it, man. It's almost like Lord Caitanya was here, when he was here 5 minutes. He was so audacious. See, I can't help it. Like father, like son, man. He had a little time, in the beginning, and we're kind of in the beginning, and he was very outrageous and audacious and challenging all the scholars, like kind of like his son does here, challenging them all, get the acharyas coming over here, and the Ramai challenge them to a duels, and defeat them like they have no chance. You notice the same kind of thing keeps rolling around when those pastimes come back. And they do the same thing. A lot of them say, "Oh, he's just a neophyte child. Why we don't need to speak to them, right? They don't want. Oh, who is she? Who is this Lolita? How dare she's a woman with less intelligence? She shouldn't even be speaking. Oh, and there's Govinda challenging our authority. What is this? He's just a disciple, man. What is he? How dare he make jokes about his guru and challenge our authority and say these things like that? We're not illustrious. Well, you're not. He's just telling you the truth. She's just telling you the truth. Sorry, I spoiled them on the truth, man. They have no fear. They have no fear of illusion. You should be fearing. You guru should be fearing the illusion that you're still in. It's true. I prove it every day. You, you should see anybody with mature devotion on that Vyasa-san, because then you're going to get Bhagavad Gita 10:10 that you don't even know. Can you imagine? These people don't even understand Bhagavad Gita 10:10 and the practical import of that. To those who worship Krishna with what? The kind of loving ecstasy you see in like persons like Lalita Ganga, or anybody else here that gets that quality. I give them the real understanding. Yeah, put that person on the high seat there in Vaishnavism and get that understanding, right? Wouldn't you want that? Why are you putting people that don't have that pure loving ecstasy that you can see here with your own eyes? And these gurus don't even acknowledge it, that which shows me, ooh, neophyte gurus. You're a neophyte if you cannot see the transcendental potency at work here. You're just a baby. Ooh, goo goo gaga. The transcendental potency working here like really powerfully. And they can't see it in their guru days. Well, we're here to teach the guru days. How dare you say that you're guru and you can't see the love of Krishna here? What kind of guru are you? Come on, sorry, man. There's just the gold standards here now. What can I say, man? I can't help it. I can't help it that Lord Chaitanya's mercy is here. All I can do is serve it by, really teaching about it and what real mercy is. That you're only going to be saved when you get the grace of Lord Chaitanya that comes, squirting out of this sangha here, man. You ever see those? We got like these little squirt guns with the water of prema. See, Abhiram had a whip. Gorhari has a squirt gun. I'm just squirting that Ramai Vrijavasi sometimes. Squirt them with some true information. So funny. He writes 3 times. He had to put his thing up there. I don't think Gorhari's hearing me. I don't think he understands me. So he posted 3 times. Three times. I'm hearing you, my friend. But that I heard it the first time, and I don't like it because it ain't fully conclusive. I don't like inconclusiveness, and I'll prove it later when I have some time. I'll just show him all these verses like I'm showing right now. If he's watching this, if you're fortunate you watch this, I don't know if you can take it because it'll put you through purification. Just by the fact, if anybody thinks that their conclusions are better than this, we prove here, we prove it that these are clear, these are clean, these are approved. And how do we know? Because ecstatic devotion awakens. See? This cleanses the understanding, doesn't it? You notice it's like a bath for our understanding, for our knowledge. See? That's why this is where clarity comes. This is where our scriptures come. That's why ideally, these scriptures are, first of all, they're written, any real scriptures written by a devotee who has ecstatic love. See, their understanding is cleansed by this bhakti, this devotion. They get a very clear understanding of Krishna and they transmit that in the scriptures. And then ideally, again, when those scriptures are spoken, the confidential truth about them is spoken by a Jesus, by a Lord Caitanya, by a Madhavinda Puri, by Ishvara Puri, those in the real line of truth and ecstasy. See? Love of God is awakened. That's a person where their sperm count is very high. And their word they don't shoot blanks. See, these gurus are shooting, their transcendental sperm bank is very low. See? Conclusive understanding gives a very high count. See? You hear the word, you see, wow, this, if you've been studying Prabhupada's books for 20 years or something, see? And your false ego ain't too big because of becoming a guru or something. Or a big sannyasi with a lot of followers. Then this will penetrate. And if it doesn't penetrate, we'll do like St. Paul did, right, Lalita? We'll go to the Gentiles. They're more Gentile. They just, we'll get the Amy's and these others to come. Govinda's getting in the act. He wants to be naughty. We got naughty boys and girls here. Yeah, very naughty. Yeah, frozen. We'll unfreeze everything, man. Okay, let's see here. Yeah. He wanted to propagate devotional service on the platform of spontaneous attraction. That's his desire. He wanted to propagate. How do you do that? You got to be an example, right? Don't you got to be an example of spontaneous attraction? How is anybody going to propagate it? It's like, you see, that was his desire, therefore it was done. What was Prabhupada's desire that was put in his heart? To propagate spontaneous attraction? No. To propagate what? Varnashram Dharma. That was in his heart to do. What about Bhakti Siddhanta? Same thing. What about Bhakti Vinod? Same thing. But for them, were they satisfied with that personally? No, they were every one of them in their rooms relishing this prema ras. See? That's why you see my desire is that was put in my heart was different, wasn't it? And that's what was confirmed by Prabhupada. My desire was to taste this prema and distribute it. Just spontaneously came after I started tasting it, and I see people getting it. And I thought, wow, this is fantastic. And then Prabhupada immediately, yes, this has my full approval. You're doing exactly what I want you to do. Do more of that. See, even Prabhupada, who kept it inside, he even said, yes, now is the time. See? And this is the result. Look, we got 18 people here, 21 people coming, listening. Oh, some of these words are going to hit home in some people. Those who listen attentively, who really, they in their heart, yeah, wow, this is great, man. Oh, I just want to relish this. I want to taste this. Oh, and this word bears fruit here, doesn't it? Oh, ecstatic love begins to awaken in many devotees. Wow. See, it's not just like the Ramdas Vrijavasi says, by their fruit they will be known. He doesn't have any idea what fruit that Lord Caitanya and Jesus was talking about. He doesn't. No, this fruit, my friend, this fruit is the only fruit desirable by the Lord. And when you get a taste of that, you'll understand. This fruit, by their fruit, by the fruit of propagating and transmitting and awakening ecstatic love of God. Let me repeat that, Ramai Das, 3 times. By the fruit of awakening ecstatic love of God, not only in yourself, because people think you're a mad person, but in others, where they stand up and say, yes, very good fruit. I love it. It's changed my life. It's given me a new life. I've been born again. Born of the sperm, the high sperm bank, in my guru's words. High count. Just went right in there. Unfreeze. We unfreeze that. Right? That is the fruit. By their fruit they will be known. It's transcendental fruit, not even good fruit. No, I'm not interested in good fruit. I'm not interested in bad fruit. I like transcendental fruit. I like to see ecstatic devotion awaken in people, like the Lord does, like you will too. Oh, when that awakens in you, oh, you go, oh man, I got the fruit. I got fruit. Oh boy, man, this fruit is great. Let me taste it, taste it, taste it, taste it. And everything is accomplished in that tasting. Oh, you just taste your way into the kingdom of God, and you taste your way into teaching like Lord Caitanya did, and other people also. You spark raganuga in them. They just all of a sudden, yeah, we also want to taste this too. Yeah, by their fruit they shall be known. Okay, say that a few more times. Hear that a few more times. That fruit is this ecstatic love of God that you see here in this Sangha, and you don't see in your Sangha or anywhere else. This is the God Brother trip. They thought they knew more than Prabhupada, or, more actually. Then later they started to admit a little bit, well, he does seem empowered. Look at all his followers, and we got diddly squat. Then they almost were forced to admit it. Just like now, I was preaching to an empty camera, and that was easy for them. Look at Gore, he's crazy. He's crazy. Yeah, nobody gonna do it. No, we got the right path, man. Our speculations are the right path, right? And I said, no, we're gonna show them something. Look, now we got 18, 21 people listening here, huh? And we ain't finished. We're just getting the ball rolling. It's gonna snowball soon. Why? Because we got real truth here. It's powerful. We got real ecstasy. It's even more powerful. You get the truth and ecstasy together, there's no chance for the illusion. It's finished. We're going to Sangha devotees that are committed to the truth, conclusive truth, and ecstatic worship. There's no chance for Maya. How could she? She can't stand before this. That's why they got to run away. That's why they can't confront it. You noticed it? But we forced them. Whether you ask for it or not, that's what the Lord's desire is. His desire was to propagate pure devotional service on the level of spontaneous love. Hear that, Ramai, Vasi, and everybody else. My Lord's desire, three times, my Lord's desire was to propagate devotional service, not in practice, only inviting. No, on the platform, a spontaneous devotion, awakening. To propagate it, how do you do that? You got to teach about it. You got to show it, man. Just like this. So that Lord's desire is again here, right? In fools like us. We also want this now, you know. Why? Because it's so good. And the Lord says, okay, don't hold back now. You know, they had 50 friggin' years to follow Vaidhi Bhakti and their empty rituals and their distribution of cookies and their work, cleaning toilets and pots. Let's see if there's some remnants in there of people who are ready for this. So you can either be depopulated here in this world, or you can be populated with the Lord's, the Lord's mission. You want to be part of Lord. As far as I'm concerned, why else? There's nothing else here in this world that's worthy of anything. The Lord came here 550 years to show the greatest destination. He came here to canvas. Hey, anybody want to come to Vrindavan consciousness? Do you want this new life or you want that life? You want to go and be a follower of Fauci's and Bill Gates and these religious hypocrites like the Popey Popes and so many, and probably at ISKCON and all that stuff? You want that, or you want all these speculation gurus who don't really know Lord Caitanya or Radha and Krishna like we really know them as they really are? So you either populate over here with Lord, because are we not with Lord Chaitanya's mission? Is that not his desire and being manifested again? What else is there but that, if that's the time? What else is there? He's God, man. Lord Chaitanya is the supreme person. He's God and Goddess together in one form, teaching the highest thing, the greatest thing. Is really the only thing is going to get you out of this situation. They're teaching all their speculations and all these Vaishnavism now of their, you're going to get out of this situation by austerities. No, you're not. You're going to get out by the truth that he spoke. It's not by renunciation. It's not by your sadhana practice. It's not by your being the most pious person in the world. It's not by austerities that you're going to attain the love of Krishna of Vrindavan. It's through the devotees here, practically right before your face. It's through here, three times, here through the devotees who chant the holy names in great ecstatic devotion. Here, it's through here, right in front of your face, devotees chanting the holy name in great ecstatic devotion. Right. Did you hear that yet? No. Well, let me hear one more time, four times. It's through here, in this time, in this place, in this Sangha, in this situation, that you're going to attain the true love of Krishna, not your speculative versions. The true love of Radha and Krishna, the pure Ras, because that's why we're here. And I haven't seen anyone, not even your Narayan Raj, guy that you think is so illustrious, that was tasting it and propagating it. Like we are. Oh, we are doing that. Proof is in the pudding. There's lots of pudding here, my friends. So don't tell me I'm being offensive. I'm taking down the fence that's blocking you because this is as it is, man. You see ecstatic devotion. You see it glorified in the scriptures, Guru Sadhu Shastra, and the sadhus are getting it and saying, very amazing, my life has changed. So this is the right place. Prove otherwise. You won't. Nobody can. There'll be silent ducks. This is what it's all about. Go through the narrow gate, man. The one that's so narrow, there ain't any other one. See, they want to fault our students here for seeing it and realizing that, hey, but Gohar, he's the one empowered by the Lord. You got to go through that gate. Oh, no, 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 come on. There's so many pure gurus out there. Oh, yeah? None of them can prove it. Not even one. You want to prove it? Well, let's see some ecstatic love awakening in some people, and they can't do that. Shows the Lord hasn't given his approval, but he gives it here to a guy in a t-shirt. See? That's why he gave it to Jesus, who was a carpenter. People, everybody, they glory in their own merits. That's the problem. That's false ego, man. You're not a Vaishnava yet like that. That's what Prabhupada said. Look at this. My godbrothers are not even Vaishnavas. Vaishnavas are not non-envious. See? That's why I can preach in a t-shirt. So, hey, man, I don't have to be anything special. To preach, all I have to do is be empowered by the Lord's potency. That's it. I just have to have the truth. The Lord shows me truth. The Lord shows me ecstasy. And I think it's the greatest thing in the world. And everybody says, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa." I said, boy, I finally realized they don't know what the hell they're talking about. They don't know nothing. They're just there speculating. Oh, and Narayan Raj included, man. Was this offensive to tell the truth? Ah, well, you can think it's offensive. I'm taking down the fence. I'm sorry, you go that way, it's going to be many lifetimes. He promised you that. You follow my way and my teaching, it's going to be many lifetimes. I'm taking down the fence. You follow this way and this word, it'll take down that obstacle, and you'll get prema in this life. You'll get love for Krishna in this life. That's all. It's just matter of fact. Forget about this false humility and feigned. Oh, Prabhu, you mentioned my guru's name. You're saying he didn't give the highest thing. Well, he even told you he didn't give the highest thing. He said it's too high for you, right? So what is the friggin' problem? I'm just telling you what he said. But you mentioned his name. You're not supposed to. You're not qualified to mention his name. Oh, we're way more qualified. See, we have truth. We have ecstasy. We have clarity. We have logic. You want that, you better come here because it wasn't proven there. Just by the fact they don't come here proves you don't have the logic, you don't have the clarity, you don't have the real understanding where real bhakti is. Why would you? It was a no-show place. He taught the disciplic line of no-show. They all do. They're all no-show disciplic line. See, there's no show, there's no ecstatic bhakti show, therefore there's no ecstatic bhakti. And that's the line they want to propagate, and that's the resistance we're getting through here. Oh, yeah, that ain't the real line, is not the no show. It's the show line. Where's the show? Where is bhakti showcased? Yeah, where is it held up high on a candlestick and as a light of the world? That ecstatic devotion is the greatest path, man. The ecstatic devotees are the greatest way, man. The greatest truth you're going to hear is through them. They know God better than anyone else in this world, just simply because of intimacy and taste. That grace. There is no other better way. Of course, this will reach deaf ears because some people are deaf and they're not ready to wake up, but some people will. They'll know the Lord. What did Jesus? He just preached like the message that Lord laid in his heart, right? And people came. I also have been doing 20 years. Finally, some people come. And many more, I'm sure people are just taking birth just to make connection with this Sangha. Can you imagine many people, they're thinking, why do I want to be in a world like this? I don't blame you. I came to that conclusion in 1970, 73. It's like, this world is a piece of shit. So even back then, it was like empty. I'm sitting on the commuter trains and I'm looking at these empty faces, these dead people. And I'm thinking, and I was also dead because, I didn't make contact with a devotee yet. And then I got the Bible, man, and boom, I got the life. I thought, Jesus, you're alive, man. Right in my heart, man. Just boom, and I was awake. There are sleepers. See, I heard the word. This word is like that. There are people waiting to hear this word. And they're going to say, this is not like any other word in this world. And it isn't, my friends. This is authority of you know who. A big wizard somewhere. Yeah. Jesus said, I am the resurrection. Yeah. Yeah. And the resurrection is actually the word spoken by the divine. I don't take I am the I am is the resurrection. That's how, I just, a flute doesn't take credit for the breath. The flute cannot work without the breath, right? That's how you get with this kind. You want to be like that, you come here and you'll become like that. It's like an ease, a path of ease. The breath of God, the Lord says, picks you up, man, and He blows a beautiful song of truth through you. See, song of God. Isn't that Bhagavad Gita comes through you? Chaitanya Charitamrita is blown through you. Why? Because you're an authorized flute, and the Lord picks it up, and you like it, man. Have your way, Lord. It's wonderful. This is devotional service, man. Adramana. All right. She's coming up. Hallelujah. Haribo. Sweet breath through the flute. Yes. You like your new phone there? Is it working good? Did you get it working? Yeah. Instrument cleanse. Yeah. And that's what we're here to do. There you go. See, Gohari is that brush. If you're like a flute that's not hollowed out, you're going to feel those bristles. Very bristly, but necessary, huh? Gets the job done, doesn't it? Yeah, it's different. Yeah, is the size okay too? It's a big one, so they can see like a bigger screen. I thought maybe it'd be good for a big screen. Yeah. Okay. Okay. This is wild stuff, huh? So, see, he's known as supremely jubilant, as merciful of all. So the real associates of Lord Chaitanya have to be like that. You have to see that,
Because they spread that mercy, because they propagate it,
yeah,
because they show it. Thus, therefore, yeah.
that's right. Yes. See, yeah, that's the most merciful of all. How can you say, and if you're a real son of that supreme father, right? If you're a real son, you'll do like he did. That's what Jesus was trying to teach. because the Father saves, the Son saves also. Actually, even more so. Because if you're going to be saved, He's going to send His Son in this world who's going to preach real truth, which is going to awaken the qualification to enter the kingdom. That's ecstatic love. They're all loving devotees there, pure love, not materially motivated love. You can't get in that. Not materially motivation. No, it's got to be purified. That's why you must associate with pure-hearted devotees whose hearts are purified by ecstatic love. They know the Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter 1, verse 2. Only the purified in heart know Srimad Bhagavatam. That would be a better word. See, is more of a verb. See, only the pure in heart is kind of a noun. If you say only the purified in heart is more of a verb, more of the action. See, more of the purified in heart shows that, oh, I see, I come here and I listen to the truth from a real guru, that the truth emanates. It purifies my heart so the ecstatic devotion awakens. See, that's why this mercy, this level of transcendental mercy can only be transmitted by liberated souls who are already saved. This is the thing. They're trying to imitate that. Imitate that. That's why they try. They don't know how to do it. They think, well, let's jump to the highest. Let's go to Rupa Goswami. See, that's why these gurus, they do, well, Narayan Raj did. You see, his guru, Ramai Vas, is Narayan Raj and Sridhar Maharaj. They all jump all the way there. The way was through the devotee, the present Acharya. The present Acharya in this world was Srila Prabhupada. See, that's how you get the highest thing back then. But still, he's not preaching. He's still, doing preliminary work. So it just is what it is. The Lord, everybody is see the broad thing, everybody is a servant of the Lord. See? Even though I'm saying, okay, who's ready for this? You ready to be delivered, or you want to take the many lifetime path of Narayan Raj or ISKCON or any of them? Because their gurus are not up to this standard. The Lord has given us this standard. It's amazing. I'm committed to it. I love this standard. This standard is wonderful. As it is, Chaitanya Charitamrita. You notice we preach as it is in the verses. Devotees like the Ramai Vas, Rajavasi is not. You notice he's not preaching as it is. He's not understanding as it is. He has to hear here submissively. Otherwise, we'll get the Gentiles out there to listen. You come later, just like Jesus said. You Pharisees, will come later. We'll get the whores, or anybody who will listen here. Saints or sinner, doesn't matter. Your real bhakti is born of the words spoken here. That's our mission. That's the Lord's mission, and He's executing it through us. And I don't know anybody else He's doing it. He's not doing it through any of those other gurus, not at this level. Is anybody ready to go in the kingdom of God in this life? You got to come here. You're not getting there by speculations on the path of the Gaudiya Vaishnava path. You got to have a clear understanding. That clarity is here. See, that ecstasy is here. That song is here in living color. It's a song now. It's a song you're hearing, not just singing without understanding the words. From the real guru, prema emanates. By their word, all my ignorance is destroyed. All my speculations, all my misconceptions is destroyed. See, that is here. If you don't see it, you're still blind. I don't care, guru or not guru, sannyasi or follower, it doesn't matter. You're still blind. You come here, that blindness will be taken away. You'll realize, oh, like Johann, right? 25 years I sang that song and didn't understand until I came here. I see from a real guru, prema is emanating. And by their word, boy, I never heard anybody speak like this. Such truth to just blow away with sometimes humble petitions and sometimes loud shouts from a lion-like person. I have to admit, when I read self verses, it doesn't come through. I must be able to hear it. That's how you get it, man. You got to have it. At some point, you have to come to a submissive point, and that's why, blessed are the poor in spirit; they shall inherit the kingdom of God, inherit the earth, or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's the same thing. Blessed are the pure in heart; they shall see God. The better thing would be a verb. Blessed are the purified in heart, they shall see God. That means shows you the process. And the process is you are clean by the words spoken by a realized soul, like Jesus said. You're clean by the word I have spoken to you. See? The Lord speaks through such flutes like this and cleanses their disciples. That's why if you don't come to the point of submission by being either a real well-wisher or a disciple that's picking up this, like taking it in and relishing these words, then you don't, it bounces off. Yeah, your title won't help you out. Your dress won't do it. It's not enough. Can you imagine these gurus come? They'll say they pass from the body. They go before Prabhupada. You say, hey, yeah, you see, we brought so many followers we collected. Yeah? So many buildings we had, and we stayed in the really nice palaces and all that stuff. And we had so many. We gave so many classes on the Bhagavatam. And Prabhupada will say, well, you didn't quite understand yet. It's not about that. It's not about titles or followers or buildings. Yeah. It's about the truth. It says Satchitananda. That's, we're looking for that in this world. So I'm going to skip a little bit. Okay, so let's see here. So give us a word, Lalita. Say something.
I see the next verse there, that the Lord actually is not attracted when you glorify Him in all reverence. He really wants that really close relationship. And the more you advance, the more you understand, yeah, that's what He wants, and that's what I want as well. And that's really that spontaneous devotion that Lord Chaitanya brought. That's so fantastic, actually.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and many devotees, they like Vaishnavas, they don't want that because they don't understand it. Nobody's preached like this. That's why we're preaching in a sense by force. See, we're sparking a fight. This is called divine intervention. Without it, things don't change. See? If Jesus didn't come here and start a fight, start some ruckus, there wouldn't be that kind of purification to that point. It's because he opened his mouth and spoke. The same thing. That's why the Lord said Nityananda was at first really like silent, like the super soul, just observing all the bullshit going on, right? He sees all this, but not saying anything. And the Lord Chaitanya says, come on, man. How are we going to accomplish our mission of distributing ecstatic love unless you're a little more wild in your activities? Give this devotional service even to the lowest persons. See, and you know who the lowest persons are? And this will deflate a lot of false egos. The lowest persons are those who don't accept this message. You remain low. This message, this association here, raises you up, and you understand what is the mercy of God, what is real grace. Otherwise, it's just a title. Oh, let's go to His Holiness, the Pope. And he's not holy at all, actually. He's part of the New World Order. And I'm sorry to break it to you. It looks like Sadhu Maharaj is also. I saw him in back of a one of these World Economic Forum. He was right there. Can you imagine? They invited Sadhu Maharaj. He was right there. I saw the backdrop, and you know what he said? Yeah, there's too many people here. I just saw. I actually saved that video. I'll show it to you. Can you imagine? I thought, wow, the Lord is infiltrated everywhere, huh? In his Mayic form. Part of that. This bhakti is really the only thing available that's really powerful enough to save you, really. So what do we got here? Yeah, what else there, Lalita?
I don't really know. I'm enjoying your talk, Guru Maharaj. I'm enjoying the explanations. Really enjoying the presence of Lord Caitanya. All he came for. Feel so fortunate that I can understand all this and that he came. That this really happened. That oh, and such a pity for the world that they don't know him. It's so unbelievable that he came to bring us love of God right away as a gift, right away as a gift,
Yeah.
not while we don't have to do anything, just here,
Here, here. Here, here.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You just got to see the truth will set you free. And so the truth is here because of ecstatic worship. We're in the line. This is where the real line is for those who are ready to go. It's great. It's wonderful, man. And you'll
yeah,
see more and more people will come.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. Uh, this is the way it is. If this, we have to also be like Nityananda. See, I got the same order as Nityananda and Advaita to preach this wild bhakti. And so that's why they made followers. That's why we make followers too. One by one, people started to come. They didn't have like this. They had their group. Nityananda came. He had a lot of people started to come, and they were his followers. Actually, they left everything. They just thought, "Hey, man, let's follow this juicy person. What do we need to go anywhere?" They left this and that, and this is. They got the realization, kind of like with Jesus. People, they just left everything, and just started following. You know, Here, isn't this nice? You don't have to leave everything. All you have to do is turn your camera on every day. This is the most mercy of all, isn't it? Most
Merciful.
mercy, most mercy of all. You don't have to leave anything. You can be with your dogs and your cats. You know.
Don't fear, and you can leave everything to Krishna because he's arranging everything for you.
Yeah,
You don't have to control anything, he's doing everything for you. That's unbelievable.
yeah,
And
yeah,
little by little, he enters in your heart by little
yeah,
drops.
yeah. It's great. It's just a wonderful path, man. Yeah, yeah. This is a great work of the Lord here. It's a very amazing. It's a revival of this greatest thing that the Lord gave. And they'll see. Everybody will see. They'll see that we're actually not ill intentioned. Just this is the Maya. The rope looks like a snake, even all the way up into the levels of the false. The last layers of the illusion is the false ego. See, there's air, fire, water, earth. So the Vaishnavas are trying to progress. The air, fire, water. They got to get through all these coverings: air, fire, water, earth. This is covering the soul. Can't is blinded by these coverings. See, air, fire, water, earth, and then mind. See, mind, intelligence, and false ego. That's why your mind has to be purified. See, by the word that spoken by the purified minds of the devotees. Okay? That's why I say the false ego is you think there's. See, the devotees, they take shelter in the true mind. The true mind is the scriptures written by real devotees. I don't need any other mind. Okay? That's why when people come and they present things, like even this guru, he presents things, I say, that's not conclusive. That ain't the mind of Krishna. Krishna's mind is a pure mind. See, I find my shelter in that mind. I find my shelter in the scriptures. I'm here to teach how to do that. That's why you see Lalita finds shelter in that. Others find shelter. Johann finds shelter in the pure mind of the Lord. See, the pure mind are the scriptures as they are. But your heart has to be purified too, to really understand these things. If people understood, this is, I'll tell you, it's right here in the scriptures. Let me find that. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yeah, anyway, it's always like that. When I try and look for some, I can't find it. But anyway, transcendental poets, the verse in there, transcendental poets, maybe Johann can find it, cannot poetically describe the debt we owe to the empowered persons. And as for everybody, even like Prabhupada is thinking, wow, I'm so fortunate to have met my Gurudev and these scriptures to have that shelter as they are. And the Lord used him to present things as they are in the scriptures. And he's presenting these things as they are for us to preach them as they are. And that's what purifies the speculation of those who hear. You'll see, there are people here, they finally start to get like, oh, wow, I see, I'm speculating. So therefore, look, that's why they have real bhakti, deeper bhakti. I thought I had. See, until you see a higher standard, you don't know, right? You think, oh yeah, this is it, man, and you think these other people are it until you see the higher, the deeper truth. The Lord's, Vaishnavism is in the process of understanding Lord Caitanya and that mercy, his ecstasy. It's not there yet. It's only getting there here in this Sangha. That's what my own what do you call it? My own understanding by what I saw in personal experience of going here and there and everywhere. So it's so hard for me to really accept in my mind what Lalita just said, that the Lord is controlling everything and that I don't have to worry about feeling so helpless and not having a grip of control over anything. I was never the pilot in this whole time, always the co-pilot. Yeah. That is the most comforting realization I ever had. Yeah. The co-pilot, it's like you hear in the world they talk about codependency, which is considered a bad thing. but it's on spiritual level, it's not. It's perfect. It's a bad thing in the world because you're codependent on a person in Maya. You're in Maya and they're in Maya. You know, so it can't be perfect, right? Your energy, your focus is in the wrong place. Your attention, your faith is in the wrong place. But can you imagine being codependent with God? You're dependent, like you have a Jesus realization, a Prabhupada realization. Oh yeah, without the Lord, I cannot of myself, I can't do anything. We do it together. We're codependent, and the Lord is thinking too. Hey, you're my devotee. Without you, I can't do anything in this world. I won't do anything. You see how necessary the devotees are in the world? The ones that are really close and intimate with God? See, that's how you get the transcendental potency in the world. The Lord's thinking, well, without you, I can't deliver the transcendental potency because, my other devotees are not into it. You see why these gurus can't even be used by Lord Caitanya and Radha and Krishna, really? Even though they think they are? The Lord can't use persons that are not surrendered to his transcendental potency. Yeah. So everybody disappeared. Give us a word, Tom.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Maybe you were looking for these text 102 from Adilila, from Antya-lila.
No,
No, no, the
no,
other ones. Okay.
no.
Hare
I was
Krishna.
looking. It was from Adi Lila.
Okay, I didn't find. Hare Krishna. Um. Wow. Even this silence is very powerful. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say. This is also complete. Hare
So
Krishna.
Lalita, read us something from from anywhere you want. Read us something.
Oh,
Oh, from Prabodhananda. Read that some of that poem.
good.
Yeah.
Chandra Chandramrita, Chaitanya
Yeah.
Chandramrita or some,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
that's it.
Anywhere you want.
I have here the glorification of Lord Chaitanya's devotees.
Okay. All right.
Is that a good one, or that chapter 4, or do you want another one?
Whatever you want. Go for it.
No, I want another one.
Okay. Great.
Chapter 5. Let's see. This one I read many times, but it's a powerful one, and I love it. Chapter 6, the author criticizes himself for his wretched condition.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's good. That's good.
Thank you, Prabhu Dananda. Thank you so much for being such a deep associate, such a good associate of Lord Chaitanya, knowing him so good, knowing Srimati Radharani so deeply, knowing the whole process, knowing what's lacking to devotees. And he talks what actually an empty devotee should say, or maybe will think, I'm cheated. I'm cheated of this. There is no doubt, although Lord Gora, he has plunged the entire world in a flood of love of Krishna, I have not been touched by even a single drop.
Yeah, this is the thing. This is basically how it is.
Yeah,
See, the world, and so we're starting macro, the micro world, our world, you see. Our world is being plunged in this ecstatic devotion, and people are cheated by their speculations. These gurus, these followers of these gurus are cheated by their speculation. They haven't been touched by even a drop. See? So this is why this is the revival. See, this is the living book here. See, we got the book going here in living. See, in action in the world. Otherwise, it's just in a book. What does it mean? I am cheated. These guys are saying they represent Radha and Krishna Vrindavan, but they're also cheated.
they don't know it, but they are
They
cheated.
don't know it. Yeah. See, yeah, they haven't even been touched by a drop. So they have to see those who are touched by drops. They actually have to see it, even though, no, no, we don't want to show. Our gurus never showed. We don't want to see. We don't want, they don't want to see. See? They want to stay blind. We want to basically they're saying, we still want to stay blind. We like our blindness. Our blindness is comfortable. And we come along and say, no, you got to see. Come on, man. Don't you're not touched by even a drop of Lord Chaitanya's mercy. See this ecstatic love of God. So come and see this ecstatic love. No, no, this whole see the resistance.
Yeah,
Huh. Yeah. And so he's coming from that position. I am cheated. I am cheated. Yeah, you guys are cheated, man. You've been cheated by your speculations. You got to listen to those who present Chaitanya Charitamrita as it is. And you could see their authorities because they have that same ecstatic love that you've been studying in these books but you don't understand. You notice they don't understand us. Not at all. It's like we're on another planet. You're right. We're on the Vrindavan planet, bringing that here. See, and that's where the repentance comes. As soon as even one says, "You know what? I'm outdone." These people know what they're talking about. They're recipients of the mercy, and I thought I was, and I wasn't. See, that's called repentance, and that's all that's necessary. And then they overcome the illusion like this, like you guys. Otherwise, they'll just die in their sins. Speculation causes sin. It misdirects you, it misdirects others. You think that pleases Krishna to preach a path of misdirection to Vrindavan? It's like a person coming. Here, where's my props? I need a prop here. Person coming. Yes, I'm Gurudev, man. They think these are even darker. Yes, 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 I see the path clearly, but there's something there, that's blocking my vision. See, without ecstatic devotion, there's stuff blocking your vision. Yes, I'm Gurudev. You're just imitating that. Yes, I understand Rupa Goswami. I understand all these things, and let me preach that. But you're speculating. You're not an experienced devotee with clear eyes. They have 20/20 vision. See, clear heart, clean heart from ecstatic worship. They tell you things as they are. And see, not yeah. Go ahead.
that's a conflict I have with Balaram. Always the same.
Yeah.
Every evening reading for him, and every evening having a fight. Because
Yeah. He's got
he
the
can't see
glasses on.
clearly.
He's saying, "No, this is the truth, man. I don't want, and he's looking at you through these glasses of his own speculations. So gradually, it takes people, they start to see, like, wow, look at these people getting ecstatic devotion. And it's because if you don't see bhakti, especially this level, it's grace. You got to get that grace from grace from grace. See, truth from truth. The person, so you need the manifestation. That's the real devotees. And when you're submissive to the truth that they speak, oh, he runs away. Yeah, yeah. He ran away. Yeah, that's how you get it. He's got his glasses on. Ah, he's looking through the glasses. Yeah, yeah, that's. We're gonna get those glasses. We're gonna rip them off and then melt them down, set them on fire.
Keep
Those
saying
glasses.
that. Keep saying that. You keep saying that. Last, you keep saying that. You keep saying that.
The what now?
When are they going to come off? When are they going to come off? I want to know, because they seem to be sticking on. They seem to be sticking on even more and stronger.
Yeah, well, it's all the Lord. You know, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. We just continue relishing, right? That's why I say, you know, like when you're saying, well, you know, Maharaj says, you know, that, you know, I'm not going to get what I want, but this is the way it does. You know, usually I get what I want, then I let it go.
No,
Because
that's
the way.
completely untrue. I never actually get what I want.
Well,
I've never got what I wanted. No, I've never got what I wanted in my life. No, in my life, I'm not talking about the spiritual path and Krishna and my ecstasy. I'm talking about I've never had what I wanted because I've never had the chance to have it because of having this body.
Well, I don't know what you mentioned. You said, yeah, oh, okay, whatever. Anyway, no problem. Whatever you get or don't get is all the Lord's desire for your benefit. Whether
sometimes I feel like you decide if we get it or not.
I'm just relishing, you know, Krishna, and it's all you, me, you, I just take shelter of the Lord's words and His pastimes, and spontaneously things happen. You know,
You always say things like that to me when you don't want to speak truth to me. I know your game, Maharaj. I know your game. I know it. I swear.
That ain't very reverent. That ain't reverent. That ain't very reverent. You
know Indian
shouldn't speak
lady
to your
or
guru like that.
Or reverend bullshit. No way.
You don't.
You're not an Indian guru. You're a white-bodied guru. You're in a white-bodied man, so you're in the Western
I'm not a
world.
blackie. What do you mean saying I'm not a blackie?
Yeah, you called me an Indian lady in an Indian body, so let's go with it. I've never
Be
gone
quiet,
to India.
you less intelligent woman.
Yeah, that's what you do. You make me feel like a second-class citizen because I'm in a
You're third class blackie.
You're a coconut head. You're a coconut head.
You're a fourth class.
You want to try and be Indian, but you can't be Indian.
I'm more Indian
Come on,
than you'll ever be.
Put him up.
Karuna, go over there and straighten her out.
Straighten her out. You can't even straighten me out.
That's right. I let Krishna do the job. He does the work.
You.
I don't want to.
Yeah, let him do the job because he knows me very well.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that was a great verse, huh? Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So, now that the pollen of Lord Gora's lotus feet had touched this earth, who, even without trying for it, has not attained the pure love of Krishna that is the crest jewel.
Okay, read that. I didn't hear the first words. Say that again.
Okay. Now that the pollen.
Okay.
The pollen of Lord Gora's feet had touched this earth.
See, pollinate. See the pollen. That's what's needed is the pollen of Lord Gora's feet touching there. Who has not attained it without trying? That's what we teach here. You guys are trying to attain it. That pollen, you get it. The pollen is here. We're here to pollinate. We're the bees of Lord Caitanya. We're buzzing around Lord Chaitanya's feet. You're not going to get pollinated. Yeah, you got to come here, get pollinated, and then you'll understand. Oh, who has not attained this without trying? Otherwise, we're trying. Oh yes, do your sadhanas, do your austerities, do your thing. And the real preaching was 550 years ago. Who is it not attained without trying? Well, you haven't been pollinated. That opportunity hasn't been here. You know, the Lord came here and did that. Now, why Prabhupada was one of those bees, but why? And Bhakti Siddhanta, Bhakti Vinod, why did that pollen not touch here? Because you need the message also that has to come here also. See, Lord Caitanya came here, but he didn't come teaching Vaidhi. He came teaching ecstatic devotion. See? It's so that people can worship on the platform of ecstatic loves. Therefore, he had to emanate that worship. You had to see a devotee in that relationship, and then you had to hear that glorified in that truth as it is. That's the pollen here. Yeah. Who has not see? That's the style of the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, and that hasn't been preached. Narayan Raj didn't preach that. None of his followers preach that. They preach austerities, renunciation, and lots of rules and regulations. But not, well, who has not attained this mercy? I mean, look at Lalita. Look at you guys. You're attaining this mercy without even trying for it.
Without trying.
See, this is its style. It's a one of ease, and then you get the mercy. You can't glorify. Well, I am so great because I did austerities and I chant 1 lakh and I've studied Bhagavad Gita and I know all about bhakti, which is the best I've seen these gurus do.
Yeah.
I know more. You just prove it by opening your mouth before these devotees in the Sangha. We see where you're really at. Oh, look, you know more than this. You know more than ecstatic devotees. You know more about those who've attained that pollen? Come on, man. You show your colors. That's why you see the black spots on the white cloth here. Oh, you see, this is a spot, man. Speculation is a spot. You see, speculation spot. The S, speculation spot, sneaky, Maya sneaky, spot, speculation, sneakiness, snakiness.
Yeah. You say, I don't believe in you, but I believe in austerities. Okay, then why do I have ecstasy and you don't have anything?
Oh well, they got it, but that's the thing. I went through
We
that
don't
with the Narayan Maharaj thing. That's why you see they mix all these teachings together, but it doesn't produce the result that's produced here. I don't mix anything. Only liberated souls here accepted, and not those who speculate on liberated souls. I'm sorry that you're presenting basically Narayan Raj and Sridhar's teaching. They're not up to standard, and that's the truth. How are you to say that? Well, you know why the authority is here? Because we have ecstatic devotion and none of them have proved it. They haven't even transmitted it to even one disciple. Not even Govinda Maharaj showed the signs of ecstatic devotion. The best they do is speculative philosophy. That's why the authority is here. Ecstatic devotion is here, and as it is, truth is here. That's not very humble, falsely humble of you, Gohari, to be so authoritative. Well, like father, like son, my father, my intimate friend, my beloved is very authoritative. They know what life is really about. They know what is real bhakti. And they speak it here. I say, have your way, my lordships. Radha and Krishna, you have your way here, Lord Chaitanya. You want the truth here and set people free? Well, please do. The world needs it. But they're going to rebel. Let them rebel. Truth is the truth. Set them free. Set those captives free. You're captivated by speculation. You gurus out there, captivated by your speculations. So you'll see, we'll steal a few of your disciples and they'll come back for you. And you'll see that we did for them what you couldn't do for them. And then you'll be convinced, you Thomas the doubters, you doubtful persons. Yeah. Don't tell me that you've attained Radha and Krishna and Vrindavan. You doubt these preachings here. You doubt these shoutings here. You doubt this ecstasy here. Don't tell me you know them. We show you we know them. You're no shows. No shows. No show. Yeah. Can you imagine people come to this world and are sitting in the haven't you learned from Shakespeare? All the world is a stage, and they come here for a show. Demigods are coming here for a show, and they're sitting in the audience watching the Vaishnava show, the God show, and they say, "Sorry, the curtain's not opening. We don't have the power to open the curtain." But just in your minds, believe you're watching the show. Speculate all you want. Imagine what it is to Vrindavan. And Goahari and his merry men and women come on the stage and they just rip that curtain down and say, "Come, see the show." All you people out there, you get the qualification, positive or negative, demon or demigod. Come and see the greatest show on earth, man. Ripping the curtain is like Jesus did, right? They ripped the curtain between the soul and God. We do the same thing. Come, attain this with a easy. The grace of Lord Caitanya is here. Oh, they hate this. They hate this truth. The grace of Lord Caitanya is here in this Sangha. Listen 3 times, Ram Vrajavasi. The grace of Lord Caitanya is here. The pollen is here. The pollen is here. Without just ease, people attain. Look at Lalita. She just, it was a little bumpy, but but easily in 5 videos, she got this. Look at this. Look at her now.
Don't be.
2 years. Look at this lady, man. Just a little housewife.
Stupid housewife.
Married to an Abhimanyu type guy. I want to get him hissing a little bit. Yeah, Gory, get him pissed off, man. See, piss, hiss.
Won't
See,
work.
piss, hiss. I'm here to piss, hiss people, Get them pissing, pissing their hissing. See, that's how they get it out. They get the poison out of their kidneys there. Oop, kidneys. Shouldn't be speaking about kidneys.
Not a moment.
Maybe that's how she's gonna. We just got to get her more hissing as much as is in there. Oop! We got her hissing already. We got to hissing. We got to hiss. There's a hiss more. Hiss it all out, man. And then she'll start pissing maybe. One day, yeah. We'll straighten those fingers out too. Go ahead there. Read on. I'm a bad boy. I know it. I know I'm a bad boy.
So bad, Guru Maharaj.
I know.
Guru Maharaj is the naughtiest of the lot of us.
Oh, I know. He's terrible. He breaks all the pots.
He breaks all the
pots. He's a pot breaker. He's a pot breaker, man. I come here to break the world, man. Break the sticks, man. Break those dundas, man. Break everything, man. We got to have a great reset. I got to break it all, man. Break all the speculation. Just break it. Boom, 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 boom. You got to just break it so we can do the great reset, Mr. Carl Schwab. The great reset, man. This is the greater reset. The greatest reset. Everybody have this wonderful intimacy of God. We're here to pollinate the planet. Yeah. Go ahead there, Lolita.
I think every Vaidi deep inside of his heart must think what I'm reading now. Because of my great misfortune, only I have not attained even the slightest trace of the fragrance of that love.
Yeah,
If
and that
they're
was, yeah. Yeah, go ahead, Lolita. You go first.
if they're honest, they should admit that. They should say, "Oh yeah, I'm feeling so empty." If you see those faces, but they play that they are so happy, but actually they
Yeah, read the
didn't.
verse again.
Because of my great misfortune, only I have not attained even the slightest trace of the fragrance of that love.
Yeah, and so many people, like the lower classes, accepted it. See, and actually the student community were running away from it. Just like now, they're the ones who run away from it. But those who are simple people, see, they get some of the fragrance. You know this? They're the fragrance, and the others is like we can't smell. It's like they got no sense of smell. See, that COVID is a sign, a symptom of losing your smell.
Mm.
People have, they got this disease of speculation, where they lose their sense of smelling this transcendental nature and rose of Krishna. This comes from our preaching here. See, some people can smell it. See, if your sense of smell is there. Yeah. But anyway, we're here to, that's why he was preaching, was to, so people can understand their position. And we help. See, we take these verses and make it more clear for the world. See, and make it first, the first fruits will come and say, oh, thank you for removing the obstacle. We thought these gurus actually knew what Krishna really is and Krishna consciousness and all this. And now we see they're speculating. Okay, so come on in. You get through. See, you're submissively hearing the truth from an experienced devotees, from those who've got the result of this ecstatic devotion. Okay, you come in first. See? Do you show the example to your gurus and your friends and your whatever you are? You could be a thief. Like Lord Chaitanya converted thieves and dacoits. Their friends were thieves and dacoits, and they got converted. And he said, okay, you go back to them and you show them the real path. So we'll get some of their followers of these gurus, just like we do now, and they'll go back to ISKCON and all these other groups and say, and show them that they've got what they've been just studying about and speculating on. Eventually, this will get through. The real authority in this world is the real authority, right? The real bhakti in this world is the real bhakti, right? It's just what it is. You can try to cover it over, but the devotees, in his poem, he even talks about this. The devotees, the bumblebees at Lord Chaitanya's feet, they remove the brambles on the path of pure devotional service, which is simply the grace of Lord Chaitanya. Why are they covering up the grace and teaching some other path of austerity, renunciation, everything? They're preaching against that grace. Why? Naturally, because they don't know what it is. Why are you following the people that don't know and preach the grace of Lord Chaitanya? Why? Why not go to people who know and have the power to preach the grace of Lord Chaitanya to easily attain prema? Why would you not go there? Especially when they prove it. They have recipients of that grace. There's no cloak for your sins. No cloak, Rambasi, for your not seeing these things. We're uncloaking everything. Just ripping the veil of speculations. So thank you for being a good sport and sporting with us. It's just sport, right? Just having fun.
In the ring.
Yeah, we're just dueling concepts, just conceptions. See, so yeah, and ultimately, if people don't recognize this, you will not. You can't go where Lalita is going. Where is Lalita going? What do I need to show a video on that prema thing? You want to know what real prema is? Well, I'll just show her reading Govinda Lilamrita. And if you don't accept that as prema, then you don't know what it is. Narayan Raj didn't help you very much, did he? Well, we can.
You can.
Prabhupada didn't help you very much in that area, did he,
No.
Balaram?
No.
See, they think, well, all I need is Prabhupada's books, go Haridas. I don't, Prabhupada came to give prema. Why can't you recognize it in your wife that that's the authority over even you? Huh. No, that's not the
Even
way it works. Yeah, that's not the way. Oh, really? Well, let me tell you something. The prema that Lalita has and anybody else is the authority over Krishna, much less a little whippersnapper like you or anybody else, Prem Velocity. If you don't know your Lord that you're worshiping, that's why we spark a fight here. You guys are like Jambavan. You know Jambavan? He was a devotee, but he couldn't recognize Krishna. He had to fight with him for 21 days to realize, wow, his strength is increasing and mine is diminishing. That's what we're doing here. We're going to prove, we got to fight with these people a little bit. They got to see, God, we thought he'd be cut down by his offenses to all these great, illustrious gurus. And he just gets more arrogant and more truthful and more ecstatic. His strength is increasing and ours is diminishing. And that has to be, otherwise, how can things change? Yeah. What do you think? Things are going to change with wimpy, moods by nonviolence, the nonviolent path. Oh, just be there, humble as pie. Don't be violent, man. Don't be aggressive. Oh, there's aggression in this world. Well, my Lord has transcendental aggression, and it's important. It purifies the world when He does it through somebody. Is this kind of aggressive? Are we not stepping forward and attacking Maya like she attacks you every day? She attacks you aggressively. She's getting very aggressive now. You notice? Attacking people, tricking them, deceiving them. And so, hey, man, now it's time to counteract that with the truth. Just straight out, frank, clear, undeniable truth will set people free. What is the truth you need to know? Truth is, we're going to prove that ecstatic devotion, pure ecstatic devotion, is in this Sangha. And conclusive, clear, logical, the truth of Chaitanya Lila principles, Bhagavad Gita principles, and Srimad Bhagavatam principles are preached here as they are, and no other place I've seen. We'll prove it. Step
prove
forward.
it.
Yeah.
Prove it or join us.
Yeah. Join. There's the party spirit. Like he's talking up to neophytes here. He treats us like neophytes. Can you imagine, Lalita? I mean, even the party. That's a Sridhar. See, everything I said, like I'm hearing from Sridhar. I'm hearing from Narayan. I know. I've been listening to these guys. Oh, there's a Sridhar concept. Oh, there's a Narayan Raj concept. See? But those who really have the real conception are here. When I hear these concepts, I think, wow, this is fantastic concept. This is as it is conceptions. I like that. There's power in that. You learn from yourself. You see the power in the truth, man. You become bold and lion like. Okay, now you're in the real line. Everything else is watered down by all this, well, the etiquettes and all the water,
Yeah,
water.
what to do.
Oh yeah, no, just accept all these gurus, just roll them into one. You know what that is, Ram Voss? I'm going to just tell you the truth. That's called neophyte. Neophytes take a Tamal Krishna. This is practical. A Tamal Krishna, a Narayan Raj, and a Sridhar Maharaj, and a Prabhupada, and you roll them all into one and say they're all the same. That's called neophyte. It's called, the scriptures say that's neophyte. You don't see all the levels of devotees. Prabhupada saw all the levels. He said, even my neophyte, my brothers are neophytes. He saw the different levels, but you don't. You're not in line. But you notice Gohar sees the different levels. I'm not against any of them, but I like as it is. You prove to me that you know Krishna and you know Radha, because if you know them, the clear, conclusive truth will come from your mouth and from your heart. Tears will pour out of your eyes because of having Radha's real mercy. Otherwise, you are not authorities in this world, in this realm. In this realm of Vrindavan, here, this Sangha is Vrindavan. In this realm, Radha and Krishna are supreme. And we know who they are and what they are, and we preach that in the world. And piss off a lot of people at first, but that's just how it is.
Because they reveal themselves here in our Sangha. They reveal that it needs to come from Krishna himself. That's when you can trust it. That's when it's conclusive.
And Radha too.
And Radha too. Yeah.
Yeah, see, Radha and Krishna. And that's in full expression now. That's why Jesus, I say the same thing Jesus said. He said, don't think I've come to the world to bring peace. Don't think Gohari Das here is to bring peace at first. Then you'll get the real peace, because there's no peace in speculation. There's no happiness in the mode of goodness, really. That's happiness of the world or happiness of Brahman. There's no real happiness in Brahman, not to a devotee. Hey, pooh, Brahman. Pure devotional service, ecstatic, intimate worship of God is the full truth. Didn't it? Didn't the scriptures say that? Why shouldn't I belt that out to the world? The scriptures are belting it out. It just needs a voice. Then people get delivered. When you can feel these words because you listen to them, you follow the real path and you very easily attain love of God. Doesn't it say that in the scriptures? Chapter 1 on the spiritual master. Just by hearing about the grace of Lord Caitanya, his pastimes, his real understanding, his real mission, clearly enunciated, not speculated on, you will attain deep love for Krishna. This is the path of real peace. But if these words aren't making you peaceful and they're just riling you up and getting you hissing, well, that's part of getting to the point of kissing the Lord. Like we do. We get you hissing, and eventually you're going to be kissing. That you'll be the flute. You'll be the lips on the flute, and the Lord will kiss you, and you'll kiss the Lord, and a beautiful song will come. Where have you heard such a purport on Venu? That's what the flute, the meaning of the flute. Yeah, the lips on the flute. You ever see a silver flute? It has lips, right? Whose lips go on? Your lips, right? That's the external thing. See? When God puts his lips to you, now you got the kiss. You notice when you kiss somebody, there's another person there, right? It's a symptom of intimacy, kissing. Okay, well, that's how it is with an intimate devotee. It's the greatest thing of all. This is permanent, eternal. Can you imagine having a love affair like that, Lalita?
Oh, I have it.
Whoa. You don't have. She doesn't have to imagine it. It's a reality for her. Yeah. These other guys, they're imagining all kinds of things, but what's real? They don't know what's real. She does. I think that Ram Vasi should just. He should just say, bend his knee and say, Lalita, please give me that mercy.
Oh my God, you think?
Oh boy, that you'll have to
You're
overcome a few
dreaming.
things. We got to work on him for a bit. Hopefully they stick around. I don't know if they can take it. Do you think they can take it? You know, this kind of preaching. They might want to run away. I don't know.
Would he have followed one of your videos? Did he watch one of your videos? I have no idea.
Sometimes he shows up here and then he,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
gets probably piss him off a little bit. Yeah. That's the thing, man. I mean, this stuff is so deep. This is so real that these Vaishnavas don't know. They're just children. They're babies, all of them, all the way up to the gurus. I haven't met one. You know, they praise these gurus, and I go and meet them, some of them. It's amazing. Oh, this Gurudev is so great. I won't mention the name, but I went to one of these great, illustrious ones, okay? And so I go to this one guru, man, and I bring my Manorama. This was a time we were kind of friendly, and she was in Vrindavan, and so I bring her. And the guy stabs. He asked me to, give a little talk and everything. He stabs me right in the back with this envious stuff when I'm gone. And then she's
Oh,
telling me, you know what he said about you? I couldn't believe it. She couldn't even believe it. And this is one of these illustrious, envious, jealous, all these things. I thought, wow, that's really amazing. That's what Prabhupada saw with his godbrothers. And these guys are being worshipped. This is what we got going in religion. This is why it's just religion to me. I don't need it. I can, you know. If I say something about it, you're very lucky to even hear it. I don't care if it pisses you off. It gets you hissing. That's your own, the snake that you've been bitten by, that snake of illusion and speculations from these guys. They're not telling you the truth. They just, I'm telling the truth, man. I'm not holding it back. Bhakti Siddhanta held back even some. One of his disciples went to, came to him. I think it was actually Sridhar Maharaj, came and asked him, everybody is praising this particular Babaji in Radhakund. And they say, oh, he's so great, and he's everything and all wonderful and all that. What is his position really? Because everybody is are they right? See, even he didn't know.
mm.
Sridhar Maharaj, see? But his guru knew. He said, no, he's a neophyte. Yeah. That's the kind of vision you get here. It's real parampara, man. It's the real line. See? That kind of vision, that line of vision, but more expressed even. I would publicly tell everybody. And I'm not happy just for one person, a disciple, to know these things. Let's just dismantle the whole thing. Anybody, if 4, 5, 10, 20, 30 million people listen to these words are experience. Yeah, they're authoritative because they come from my master. He's the authority, and he speaks as it is. If a person realizes Krishna, they realize Krishna. But they have to have the symptoms of realizing Krishna. What's the fault in preaching that? Are you not mature enough to accept the truth? Well, go out there and follow these guys for a while and find out it's a many lifetime trip, just like they told you. And we'll just bring people here, and you'll see with your own eyes that this is a one lifetime trip. And maybe in a week they get the kingdom of God. Yeah, the real authority is here. The real ecstasy is here. The real conclusive truth is here. What can I say? It's the truth. And that's part of that. We spark the rebellion that way. People rebel against the truth. They don't like that. How dare you challenge our authority? The truth is the authority. Shall you show us a truth like this? You show us an ecstasy better than this? Otherwise, the gauntlet, Lolita has thrown the gauntlet down. She has challenged you. Show us your truth. Let us see this prema, this all these You notice all the fancy words come out now. That's from the Narayan Raj group and the Sridhar thing. They got all the fancy words without the rasa. And Lalita shows them the rasa, and they go, "We just got fancy words, man." They try and bewilder her with the fancy words. Even if she told you, you wouldn't understand. She shows you every day what is real bhakti. You can't even look at it. You don't think, well, that's not important. Come on, you can't impress me. You say your guru's out there. Why aren't you impressed with her bhakti or Johan's bhakti or River's bhakti? Why aren't you impressed with that? Or
I
any
don't
bhakti devotee or Govinda's bhakti?
I don't think they look at it. I
They don't
don't
even
think.
look at it. Therefore, what kind of exalted gurus are you, man? Come on, man. Wake up, sleeping souls. All your followers should come here and get real bhakti, man. Why not? Don't you have any, haven't you sparked any spiritual greed in anybody? Spiritual greed, you give everything up for Vrindavan. Doesn't the scripture say that you give everything up for Vrindavan? Vrindavan is here. Are you going to give up these gurus like Bali Maharaj did? You can't get Vrindavan unless you follow the real Bhagavatam, which you'll learn here. I tell you, what your gurus can't tell you. Bali Maharaj gave up a guru 100 times better than you guys, all of you. 100 times he gave him up. Oh no, I take all he said. And the gurus always say the same thing, like Shama Sundari, right? We'll take away everything that's precious to you. And she and she goes, well, it's a little hard. That's okay. It's worth it. Hey, you get another opportunity out here. You want to be like Bali Maharaj? You know, Bali Maharaj, when he did that, he went to Shuddha Bhakti. Shuddha Bhakti's here again. You get the same opportunity again, you guys. Same one. Shuddha Bhakti is here on even a more massive level. And you get the same opportunity. Can you give that up for this? And if you don't, sorry, you don't get the flowers coming down. See, the demigods showered flowers on my. Wow, you made it, man. You got through all our bullshit, all our testings. See, we help you. I preach the real Bhagavatam. You follow the path of this word. This is the real Bhagavatam, man. You can check it yourself, but you can't check the words of your gurus who speculate. Every one of them. That's why it's many lifetime path for you guys. But here we finish it, man. We'll just dismantle the Maya. It'll be a great transcendental reset of your life in a beautiful way. You'll love this reset. This resets everything. Now you become a spiritual person, even in this world. You have the power. You get the power to deliver people who will believe your testimony. Ooh, you guys. I feel so sorry for you to hear this preaching. This might make you morose for a while. Devananda Pandit was morose after he heard the words of Lord Caitanya. You can read it. Lord Caitanya said what? Like this. Didn't hold back. And therefore he became a pure devotee. See, we have multimedia here. See, this is, before they just had these the spoken word or the book. You can only shoot the arrow into one place. Here we shoot the arrow into this camera here, man, and it goes out. The arrows splinter off. See, into the internet, man, and they go to this camera, this TV set, and that TV set, and that computer, and this cell phone, and that cell phone, and they hit home. They're looking for a target. Is that target you? Do you really want Krishna and Radha in this life? Well, those who believe in this word will get it. Otherwise, you got to believe in some word. That's the way it works. It's the Word that is our God. In the beginning was the Word. In the beginning of your spiritual life is the Word. In the beginning of your material life is the Word. Maya speaks to you. Fauci speaks to you. Bill Gates speaks to you. The Pope speaks to you. Radhana speaks to you. Jai Pataka speaks to you. Narayan Raj speaks to you. The Word. It's your God. Do you believe it? Gohari speaking to you. Do you believe it? Yeah. Narrow gate, huh? Because those who believe this word get a result you can't get with thousands of those other ones put together. Because it's not put together. It's like a, patch cloth. Like the Ramdas, his guru, he's got all these, mix Prabhupada in with Sridhar Maharaj's teachings and all that and put it together. And what do you get? Mishmash. You don't get this. You don't get a real ecstatic love and conclusive understanding, do you? It's just patchwork. It's all their patches. They walk around and they say these patches are our badges, and Gohari comes over and just rips. He demotes everybody. You think you're generals, and he comes along and rips those patches off. Demotes you to a private. They thought I was a general. I'm a goat head. I didn't know I was a goat head. Oh, thank you, Gohari. Eventually they'll say that. Thank you, Gohari, for demoting me to a goat head. Now I can worship Krishna. I thought I had to be something special. I had to be a special devotee who did special austerities and everything. And Gohari came along and demoted me. Now I'm just a private, but I'm a happy private. I'm a public private now. I just glorifying, wow, this is real bhakti, man. Before I thought I was a general and I was just playing a game of speculating on that. I didn't really know Rupa Goswami. And Gohari, he just, he didn't accept my speculations. No, why should I? Well, proof is in the pudding. I like ecstatic devotion, man. I like these kind of, I like praising where bhakti really is, where the grace of God really is. That's the only hope for this world, man. You don't take this easy peasy grace. What do you? What, you want hard path? Well, go follow these gurus on how to find a hard path. They'll tell you right off. Rules, regulations, laws are hard. Where is this grace of Lord Caitanya? This pollen where you just easily attain the highest thing. Where is that? Oh, I think only here. They won't even. They're speculating so much they can't even see things as they are. No, as it is that pollen is here. People are very easily attaining the kingdom of Vrindavan here. Just like the book says, right? You guys are the proof of it. So what is the problem? Go ahead, Lalita. Give us some more ammunition. Let's dismantle. Let's get some more fortress strongholds.
Because of this calamity, I say.
She likes this one. This is good. You can tell Krishna likes this one. Hey, when you see Lita laugh, that's Radha and Krishna laughing. They're laughing at you guys. She's laughing at Ram Dass. That's your Lord laughing at you, man. You wonder why she laughs so much. That's why, because of you guys. You guys speculators out there, you privates. You guys are only privates. You just don't know any better, man. Privates. That's why you're so proud. See, they're not generals. This is a general stuff, right? We do general work here. We generally give this to the general masses. This real ecstatic devotion. See, this is the magnanimity. This is real mercy. And what are they? They're all privates trying to be generals. See, and they speak in those terms. Keep that private. But we're generals. Hypocrisy. Nah. Pooh. Keep it private, right? Because you keep it private because you're only private neophytes, neophyte gurus and neophyte followers. That's why you say keep it private. See, we're generals. We say give it to the general masses now. Why? Because the Lord desires it again to be done. Now you get the prayer of Jesus. It starts coming. Thy will be done on earth as it is in Vrindavan. What is that will? Ecstatic devotion, right? Wasn't that the desire of Lord Caitanya? Isn't that the fulfillment of the prayer of Jesus Christ? We get everything here. Everything that you read in the prayers and the books and everything is manifest here in the word and in the heart of the devotees here. And only here that I've seen. So hear, those who have ears. Read that again. That's really good.
To hell with my worthless life. To hell with my erudition. To hell.
This is the guys who speak with the big words, the big words about what kind of ras is it? Rupa goes big erudition, right? Without the ras. See? Here you got people with the ras, and that's why he's saying he's speaking in terms of these puffed up scholars and gurus and sannyasis. To hell with all that stuff, man. Go ahead.
To hell with my high place in Varnashram society.
Yeah, hell with your guruship. So you got to get through this non-speculative understanding. This high standing. People have high standing, like Devananda Pandit obstacle, right? High standing in Varnashram. So, he's the great guru. He's the teacher as disciples coming, right? But the Lord says, you're not really with high standing here. That's only for neophytes. You're a neophyte guru and they're neophyte followers. They cannot discern that the real ecstatic love was in Srivas. He was the test for those people, for the Devananda Pandits, for the gurus back in those days. And our Sangha is the test now for ISKCON, Gaudiya Math, and Gaudiya Smriti. It's a rerun of what happened then, happens now, again, and you get a second chance. See? Same thing. To hell with my high standing. There's people worship people that are not really of high standing. High standing, I'm just going to build out the truth so that people can be very clear about it. High standing in life is this. High standing is clear understanding of truth and preaching it. High standing in life is this ecstatic worship. Now you're really high standing in life, even though the world goes against you. Is that surprising? Why they went against Jesus? Why Jesus warned his disciples? Why they went against Lord Caitanya at first? Why they went against Haridas at first and whipped him in 21 marketplaces, whipping the saints? Is it because everyone practically is in some level of illusion? And your only way out is the manifestation of the devotees preaching in this world. So it's increments with a Moses, little by little. It's increments with Bhaktisiddhanta and Prabhupada's preaching. And now it's finished with this preaching. Your material life will be finished here if you believe this word, if you believe this ecstasy that we hear. The Lord is inspiring here. Otherwise, you got a longer way. Yeah, it'll be some life. Go follow your guru's promises. Many lifetimes you get prema. Yeah. Don't follow our promise here of getting it in this life and actually making good on that promise. Can you imagine actually giving payment on that word? No, we can't imagine that. That is so high. Our guru said, no, never. Well, you believe in that word. There you go. You're following that path. The word of the devotee is the truth. What truth are you hearing? Is it the highest truth? What is the highest truth? Is the grace of Lord Caitanya, that giving this bhakti really easily when you're with a real associate, the Lord, giving that grace on the order of the Lord and the benediction of the Lord and the parampara, like we have here.
Prema is a gift. Prema is a gift. Prema is a
Prema
gift.
is a gift, and it's being given now. It's in the word. It's in the word. What word do you believe in? In the beginning was the word. The word was God. The word was with God. See, the word is the devotee. See, there. I take shelter of the word. I don't know about you guys. I take shelter of the truth. The truth is in the books, man. I take shelter there. Not only that, I give the shelter of the world. That's the Lord's mission. This ecstatic worship purifies your heart. Where he says, oh, that's the mission, is just give the word. The religion, Lord Caitanya taught the religion of this age right there in Chaitanya Charitamrita that these people aren't reading right. The religion of this age is to remember Krishna as he is. Let's add a little purport there. See? Lord Chaitanya is from his mouth. The religion of this age is to remember Krishna and Gaurahari's, time, place, and circumstance purport here. Remember Krishna as he is, and to remind others of Krishna as he is. And that's why love of God is here, because he's as he is being preached. And why love of God is not in the Narayan Raj group, because as he is not being preached. And real love of God is not in Ram Vasi guy either, because as it is not being preached, that word. You're not born of the word. You got to be born of transcendental knowledge from the real spiritual master. If you're a real spiritual master, you're a representative of Lord Caitanya in this world. His teachings, his grace. And the Lord will prove. You see, you don't believe in my word, people. I'll just tell you a Jesus trip. You don't believe in my word there, Ramvasi. Well, how about the miracles that the Lord is doing in these people? Well, we don't believe in Lalita Ganga's ecstasy. We got some speculations on what these rasas are. We don't believe in it. That's your misfortune. That's your misunderstanding. That causes you to miss the mark, and everybody else who believes you're preaching, because it's not true. This is true. This is real. This is the real potency of Lord Caitanya here. He came to give transcendental mellows where people can taste Govinda Lilamrita in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Taste it, taste it, taste it. Learn by tasting, learn by tasting.
Like he did.
Like he did. What is this, too much truth for you guys? No wonder you run away. Okay, you run away, we'll steal some of your disciples. And because, some of them got to realize, well, I came to this planet and I was looking for Krishna, and somebody's opening their mouth and showing what I've been looking for. That's the way it was for me. When I got the Bible and I read the Testament, when I got Prabhupada's books and I read the book, I said, hey, man, this guy's showing the way. This guy knows God. And then I had to see that Oh, look, most of his followers don't know God. Actually, all of them. I haven't found one I could say this person really knows. I knew from immediately, I knew this person came to deliver, like Jesus, came to deliver the real God. I knew it. Why? I felt it here, awaken, spontaneously. I didn't know anything. I just came, I got the book, and I read a paragraph. I said, this guy knows God like Jesus, just like I did with the Bible. I read a few verses, and this guy knows. I just had instant faith. You know, this is what you bring through from a previous life. You're all going to be like that. You're already like that, many of you. That's why you come here and Bhakti Awakens every day. You think it's going to be any different? You come in another body? That never. See, everything else you lose. That's why there's so much bullshit in the world. The Maya is always giving you bullshit and stuff that doesn't last, you know, and speculation doesn't last either. But this devotion that people like Lalita get and River gets lasts forever. And you come, say you come in another life here. And as soon as you get the Bible, as soon as you get the Vedas, ecstatic devotion awakens, man. But if you don't get that here and now, oh, well, I'm sorry, you don't carry it through, do you? So here's the opportunity. Who's going to go for it? Go ahead, Lalita.
So, although the rising ocean of Lord Gaurachandra's mercy has flooded the entire world, I'm so unfortunate that not even a single drop has fallen upon me. How has that amazing calamity happened?
That's all these people who miss the mercy. He's coming from the, it's like now, it's the same thing. Not even a drop is falling on these people. They're getting wet, but it doesn't penetrate. Okay? But those who it does, it does. And so this is, see, when people hear this word, you know, you almost can't, it forces penetration because it's true. People, you know, when people say, I don't want to hear it, I don't want to hear the truth, I don't want to hear the truth. But just by hearing the vibration, you're getting benefit. So, what do we got here? Messages.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
It's okay.
Spontaneous.
Yeah. 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 Boy, you got a lot of comments as usual. We get people think. Ah. So, why don't we take a break, huh?
Okay. Thank you.
Why don't you sing us a song first, Lalita? Do you have your little thing? Yeah.
You want me to sing a song?
Yeah. Let's soften it.
It's very primitive here with me. Huh? We know that. Everything with Rarita is primitive. You know what? Does the word exist in English?
There's what?
Primitive? Primitive? Does that word exist in
Oh,
English?
primitive. Yeah. What is
Your
primitive?
Bluetooth device is ready to pair. Music play mode.
Which one is there? No. Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Mute your mic, Tom.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare.
Out of input mode.
Or do you want more songs? I don't know.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much, everybody.
We're going to
We'll see you soon.